I don't know what exactly I want to talk about today. I suppose it's a collection of things. First thing, have you ever done something over and over and over again? Not because you're expecting a different result, but because the first time you did it, it wasn't right, so you tried it a second time. But the second time you did it, it wasn't right, so you did it a third time and it wasn't right. Well, that's what I've spent the past 2 days doing, right? So, see, I drew this thing, right? This cool heart pattern with all these, like, out of squares on graph paper. But then I changed part of it, and then I didn't like that change, so I scribbled it out. And I did that a bit, and I thought, okay, I think I finally like this. So I tried drawing it on a different paper, but then there was that line there, so I had to start over. And then this one, I got all the way through, but then I changed the pattern. And this one, I got all the way through, and I changed the pattern. And all of these, I got all the way through, and I changed the pattern, except I messed up on some of them. And now, I've got, like, I don't know, I think, like, 3, no, yes, no, yes, 1, yes, I have 3 completed ones. I've got one here, and then I've got one here, and one there. These two are different, ever so slightly. But the point is, I have drawn that same pattern so many times, and I can pretty much almost draw that whole thing without even glancing at the original copy as a point of reference. And then I thought, you know, this might actually be easier if I just made it in Photoshop. And so I made it in Photoshop, and I'd bring it up on my computer, but that's just a pain in the ass to show you. But I made it, and then seeing it all perfect and not made of Sharpie, I decided it looked like crap. Now, maybe that's just because the one that I made on the computer wasn't with the original color scheme. It was this one, where it's mostly red with little black dots and silver lining. And when I did that, it looked like a watermelon with some sort of silvery gray pattern all over it. A heart-shaped watermelon. So I figure I might be able to go back and see if I like this design, because I figured what I'd do, I'd go through with each possible color combination and see which one I like the best, and then like see if anyone would buy it if I put it on a t-shirt or something. But then I also thought, well, what if instead of like this complete design, I just went with all I had was just the outline. And apparently I don't have like a picture of just the outline anywhere. No, not that one. But I don't know, because I thought, you know, that might be cool. And it did look pretty cool. I mean, right here you can sort of see just the general idea. But, I mean, the more I work on this, the more I realize there's more than just 6 possible design variations. And when I don't really consider myself OCD, but when I'm either cooking food or actually taking the time to make some sort of work of art, everything needs to be perfect, and I get really OCD. Like I saw on the internet, on Tumblr, this recipe for Halloween season oatmeal that sounded really good, so I sent a message to the person on Tumblr, and I'm like, so like, what's like the exact measurements? And they're like, I don't know, I just wing it. And I'm like, fuck, now I can't make this, because it's not anything exact, and I can't cook things unless I have an exact recipe, because otherwise I fuck shit up. Same with art. Now that I know that I can go through every single possible color combination with these things, but then I could also try it with, instead of having like little red dots, I just have it completely solid black, or I replace the red with silver, and then it's just 2 colors, or I could just have it all be one color, but then it's just a solid heart, but I could still do that. Or I could just... there's so many possibilities, and I wouldn't say it's easier on the computer, because for some reason I can't just copy and paste, like, individual squares. I have to copy the entire layer and all that, because my Photoshop's really freaking weird. And, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's almost easier to draw it out on graph paper, but then it's not 100% perfect, and then if I screw up, then I'm fucked. Whereas on Photoshop, if I screw up, oh hey, I can just delete this. But it's getting to be a pain in the ass, and I almost want to give up, but at the same time, I feel like I've already sunk 2 days into this. I can't just give up now. So, I don't know. And in addition to that, I've been trying to watch Digimon on Netflix, but I've also been distracted by Tumblr on my iPod, and with the drawings there, and then also I feel kind of sick to my stomach, probably because I'm hungry, except I don't want to eat anything. There's nothing that I want to eat, so that's a problem, and also I'm kind of freaking out because on the 3rd of September I have to be in court, and I'm not looking forward to that. So... I really don't want to, like... I just need a break from everything, but I don't know. It's like the problem is it's all in my head, and I can't take a break from things that are in my head. Like, I don't like working on anything when it's just when there's nothing in the background, when it's silent. Like, yeah, there's a fan going in the background, but that's not what I mean. Like, I was working on the project on my laptop, and then an episode of Digimon was over, and I'm like, well crap, I wasn't really even paying attention, but I need to move on to the next episode, because I cannot just sit there with empty noise. It's just nothing. Just silence. I need something going on while I'm working, and for some reason, having a TV running just makes me feel better. I don't know why. But and even if I'm not doing that, if I'm at work, then I still have the heart patterns in my head. I need a break from all of this, but it's in my mind. I can't just take a break from my mind. I mean, I'd say if I could just shut it down, that'd be great, but if I shut down my brain, then I'm dead, or in a coma, or whatever, which is bad. But if I could just, like, have a day when the heart drawing pattern, and work, and catching up on Digimon, and Tumblr, and all that are just absent from my mind? I mean, or not even absent. Well, if the heart design was absent from my mind, but if just all these conflicting worries were absent from my mind, and I just had a moment to chill out, that'd be great. But that's not gonna happen, I don't think, because I don't know how to do that because I'm not a Zen master. But, oh, I was gonna say something, but I forget what. Also, I've been thinking that I need to I want to start working on making the Mage Masher from Final Fantasy, which means I have to be able to take the image I have on my laptop and scale it up so that when I print it out, it'll be life-size, and then I have to find a printer that will print it out life-size, so I need a large printer. So that's a major pain in the ass. And then also, I need to, on the computer, make up these signs for computer support, because I don't get paid that much at work. So I've been thinking of setting up a secondary job as just helping people with computer issues that they really don't need to call tech support for. Because people will call tech support for, like, my iTunes said it updated, but then, like, nothing changed, and it's like, well, generally when you get an update, you have to restart your computer. But people would call tech support for that, and then they'll have to pay tech support a shit ton of money. Whereas, you just call me, I'll come in, give me $20, I'll deal with your computer stuff. And I mean, I figure $25 just for fixing the thing, and for every extra hour it takes, add $10, because I really don't think it's gonna take more than 1 hour, and if I charge, like, $10 an hour, and then it only takes half an hour, that's $5, and that's not worth shit. And so, it's just so there's so much stuff in my head, and I want it to all shut up and give me like a moment to not have a bunch of stuff running through my head, but for some reason that won't happen. And I'm also running out of room in my notebook because I keep tearing pages out, and then like I'm trying to keep all the heart patterns in like the one section, but then I'll get to like I'll reach a point where it's like, oh look, there's something here, well now I can't go this way, so then I'll start flipping pages the other way. Oh no, there's something here, so it's like I have just enough room for like the last 3 of 6 hearts that I need to draw, except there's more than just 6 possibilities. But if I fuck up, oh no, I've just ruined everything. And I'm really sorry, this video is 10 minutes long, but for once it's not like 10 minutes in that half of it's dead silence. It's 10 minutes of me talking about the fact that my brain won't shut the hell up. It really bothers me. And I'm sorry, I've been meaning to make these videos shorter, but then they just keep winding up 10 minutes, and then also I'll like glance over at my guitar, and I'll think, you know, I should practice guitar, but then I have to stop the TV, but then I have to like hear myself play guitar, and then I realize I suck, and then after a while I get frustrated, so I stop. Ugh. And then also, it probably doesn't help that my room is a complete mess, and I keep thinking, you know, I should clean this up, but I don't want to, because that's a lot of work, and I don't, I mean, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at all this mess. There's like at least 4 Twizzlers wrappers, 5 empty cans of Moxie. Look at all that mess. It's terrible. So that is my life in about 12 minutes. Well, it's not my life. It's more like my brain and how everything's all jumbled up and stuck together, and I'm trying to do 27,000 things at once, and I just need everything to shut up. But it won't, because it just won't shut up. So, yeah, not my life, but my brain in a little over 12 minutes. And I have nothing else to talk about, but I don't want to stop recording, because just speaking and talking to you guys and everything, it's really nice. And then, I mean, if I was at like my grandmother's house, or if I had iMovie on my laptop or something, because I will be at my grandmother's house for like the first week, so I could make this longer, but then I'd have to postpone uploading it, and I don't want to. But if I was at my grandmother's house, I could edit the video and cut it down so it's less than 12 minutes, and then I could just, you know, sit here and talk a lot more. But it's already nearly 13 minutes, and so I should really just stop. But I'm going to be at my grandmother's house for the next week or so, which means I'll have access to her computer, which has iMovie on it. So hopefully the next few videos I upload, they'll be within the range of, like, they'll hopefully be no longer than 4 minutes, because I'll be able to edit them and cut them down, and it won't suck. But it probably won't happen because I'll be too lazy to edit the videos, but I'll try, okay? I'll really, really maybe try. And hopefully this week away from the mess of my room, and I'm gonna deliberately not bring all the heart drawings with me to my grandmother's house, and just being away from all of that, maybe it'll help me clear my mind and unjumble everything, and it won't suck. So now, as we approach the 14th minute of this video, which I really can't believe because it seems like just 10 seconds ago I was saying it's almost 11 minutes, but whatever. So, as we enter the 14th minute of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around for all 14 minutes of my senseless chatter, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.